In his short life, Sudirman Arshad made many different roles his own. In the 1980s, he rose to become Malaysia's top singing star.
He just has this drive in him, which took him to where he was.
He was a consummate stage performer who wanted to rival the gods of Broadway and Hollywood.
He's a really serious singer. He must have studied breathing and singing a great deal.
Sudirman was also an accomplished actor, an artist, and a respected writer. But the bright star of Malaysian music would soon fall to earth, vanquished by a mortal illness that would silence him all too soon, leaving the echoes of the career that might have been.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Royal Albert Hall here in the heart of London.
March 1989, the Albert Hall in London. A Malaysian singer reaches for the summit of a glittering career. He is up against the very best Asian talent. No one expects him to win. But Sudirman Arshad could never accept second best.
Just his presence, you know, the aura about him. I think even if he just stood on stage and not having to sing the whole song, probably he would have won just because of the way he is.
Once Sudirman had performed, I mean, I didn't have to wait for the judges to know that I thought he ought to win.
The award goes to Sudirman.
I think God just smiled on him during that time. Everything he wanted, he got.
When Sudirman won the Asian Music Awards, he was at the top of his game. He was the most famous singer in Malaysia who had won the admiration of all Asia. His meteoric rise to fame inspired some to call him the singing dynamo. Millions watched his TV shows and bought his records. But just 3 years after that dazzling victory, Sudirman was dead. He was 37.
He always tell me, no, it's true, you know, all our times and dates, our birth, our death is all recorded. I know already when I'm going to die. I know.
Sudirman Arshad was born on May 25, 1954 in Temelo, 100 kilometers east of the capital, Kuala Lumpur. From an early age, Sudirman was a natural entertainer who often sang for his 6 siblings and their neighbours.
Dia cerita tentang mak dia macam mana dia dapat kasih sayang daripada mak bapak dia.
His father, Haji Arshad Hassan, worked for a bus company. But his mother, Ramla Dahlan, was driven and ambitious. The young Sudirman adored her. Ramla was passionate about politics, and after independence she became the first stateswoman in her home state of Pahang. That was a remarkable achievement for a Malay woman, but it meant she was away from home. Sudirman missed her badly.
His mother was active in politics. His father was very, very supportive of what he did. Very passive man. Told me about the father, very quiet man.
Then one dark day, Sudirman's life changed. His mother had battled cancer for some time, and she died when Sudirman was just 5. Remote though she was, she had been everything to him. A second blow came soon after. His father remarried, and according to Sudirman, his new stepmother did not adapt easily to her new family. To deal with his grief and anxieties, Sudirman turned to music. From childhood, he had a clear vision of his future as an entertainer.
His childhood was basically that. He would be like taking broomsticks behind the house and thinking it's a mic stand and mimicking that, and he'll get his friends to watch and that kind of thing.
Sudirman found first love at school. Her name was Kamaria Jamaluddin. He called her Kay. During the crucial first years of his career, she would be his muse. Sudirman was an A-grade student and in 1975 left his hometown for the prestigious University of Malaya to study law. Kay entered the university the same year as a sociology student. The young lovers worked hard, but Sudirman had not forgotten his true destiny as a performer. One day in 1976, the couple spotted the upcoming Bintang RTM competition, a talent show for aspiring entertainers. He would seize this break with heart and soul.
First time that the nation got to see him was the Bintang RTM.
Sudirman had been waiting for this moment all his life. He was certain he was ready.
Before Bintang RTM, before he even knew he was going to enter a competition like this, he already prepared. He already had all these things in his mind already. Already. That's why when the time came, costume all he had already, his tailcoat all he did already. He was like not waiting to give me a show, then I go and do everything. No. He was already that, living that already.
When he reached the final, Sudirman performed two carefully selected and very different songs. A Malay number called Seruling Bambu and Cabaret, made famous by Liza Minnelli. This blend of Broadway and local tradition would become Sudirman's trademark. For the judges, there was no doubt Malaysia had found a new star.
Everybody said, Sudirman, watch him.
He was very talented and be a very good artist who can conquer the local market.
Sudirman's triumph at Bintang RTM pushed him straight into the limelight with the devoted Kay at his side. He got a recording deal with a local label called Wanada, managed by Din Osman.
We were eyeing him actually at the Bintang RTM finals, but he decided to sign with Din Osman.
Sudirman recorded his first album, an EP, with Wanada. While working on the album, Sudirman met a lyric writer who would become a key figure in his life and career, Habsa Hassan. She remembers Kay's inspiring role.
Kay was the model of the album cover. She was very beautiful and they were close, and I think she would also want to contribute in the first attempt, Sudirman's album.
The album Teriring Doa, released in 1977, was a success. The young Bintang RTM star was an instant favorite.
EMI were distributors for the albums. I think we sold more than 30,000 units, which was fantastic in those days, you know.
But Sudirman was soon restless at Wanada. The local label could never match up to his grand ambitions. As ever, Sudirman wanted more, and that meant getting signed by a global label, EMI. After making a sensational impact on Malaysian television audiences and winning the 1976 Bintang RTM Talent Contest, Sudirman Arshad, a talented new Malaysian entertainer, recorded his first album, an EP on local label Wanada. It was a smash hit, but thanks to its success, Sudirman soon outgrew Wanada. And there was only one label that could accommodate his growing ambitions. That label was EMI.
After a couple of albums, he felt that he was outgrowing Wanada, and he wanted to join an international company which he felt could take him to greater heights.
He had his goal, so to make that goal possible, the only way is through EMI.
After he signed with EMI, Sudirman did not hesitate to show his mettle as a tough negotiator. The big label did not intimidate him. He knew what he wanted and made sure he got it. He was, after all, still studying law.
In those days, the industry was not so well developed. But he was good because he demanded perfection. And I think we rose to the challenge.
He's a perfectionist. Perfectionist in the sense that no mistakes. At that time, all these cassettes have got lyrics. He looks at every single word, every picture chosen. So every album to him is a concept, and he works so hard for each album. So he doesn't want us to take things easy.
Sudirman used every trick in the book to get his way.
And I found him bawling his eyes out in front of outside my office one day. saying that, these people are out to kill my career and